going to demo the cutting for the S unit, which has been placed into our bag 2. And for our S unit, on our instructions here, we have our background, which is B3, and our spike fabric, which is A6, and I've pulled those out. Many times what I do when I'm cutting out fabric, rather than trying to find my place back in the instructions and where I'm at, I will actually write out the cutting information on a separate sheet of paper that's easier for me to follow. You may find that works for you, especially if there's a lot of detailed cut. So I have B3, and I know on my instructions that I've written out, I need to cut 2 5 by 42 inch strips. So I'm going to take my sticker off, and I'm going to cut, my assistant can help me there, I'm going to cut 2 5 by 42 inch strips, and he's going to hand me the Shape Cutter Plus. Thank you. And I'm going to cut 2 strips here. And we'll put our fabric away real quick, like, and get our sticker back on. Try to always get your sticker back on right away. You label your fabric properly. Now we're going to again open these up so they're right side up. Put them on top of each other. And I don't worry about the fold lines in the fabric at this point. Now we need to subcut 8 pieces that are 7.5 by 5. So we'll take our nifty cutter and do 7.5 and 15. And I need 4 slices to get 8 cuts. And it just goes pretty fast this way. 7.5 and 15. Again, we'll take our leftover fabric, put it in our extra bag, and again, place these on top of each other. They're all right side up. I'm going to have 8 thicknesses of fabric. Go to my bag 2. There's only one template cutout sheet in bag 2, so I know this is it. Again, it's pretty obvious which way you lay it. And I'm going to put some paper clips on here. And sometimes when you're cutting out your papers and there's a lot of templates and you're getting confused, what I did, and it may not be noticeable on here, but as I'm cutting things out, I actually wrote bag 2 on here so I would not get confused as to which bag it went into. And so there's little tricks like that that can help you keep organized, to make sure that the papers get in the proper bags. And after we've paper clipped everything here, smash it down. And again, we are going to go through and cut on the dark cutting lines. It says cut line, and cut line 1 is here, so I'm just going to move it around like that. And it says cut line 1. So again, we go through the cutting process. You can see I slipped a little bit there. Nothing to worry about. The pieces are oversized and you'll be just fine. So we do that. Now on this unit, there is a section 9 and a section 1, and then all the middle ones are the same in S2. So what I'm going to do is line them up again so that the sew side is on the same side. Section 9, I'm going to put the sew side on this side on the bottom, and section 1, the sew side on top, like this, and paper clip or clamp them together, and they will go into bag 2. The only remaining item for bag 2 now is to cut our spikes, which is fabric A6. And for A6, we need to cut 2 5 by 42 inch strips. So we will quickly do that. A little fold there. And sometimes I glance back to my instructions just to double check. So 2 5 by 42 inch strips. And I'll fold up my fabric again. Put my label back on. My assistant will help there. And we're going to open these up again right side up. Just like this. One on top of the other. Try to line them up as closely as possible. Now I need 32 1.5 inch cuts, which means I need 16 cuts because it's double thickness. And I know, because I counted last night, that I'll get 12 cuts out of one soup shape cut plus. So I will go through and cut 1.5 inch cuts here. I've done this many times. I know that's 12 cuts. Oops. So I need 4 more cuts. Okay. So I know that takes me up to 3, 4. So we've got a nice piece of leftover fabric that we're going to put in our extra fabric bag. Now, there's no sew side one or the other. They're just complete rectangles here, so I'm just going to stack them one on top of the other. And there's 32 of them. And I'm going to take one of my clamps, clamp it, put it into bag 2. So in summary now, in bag 2, what we have to make bag 2 complete is in the bag we have 8 unit S's that are paper clipped together, keep us organized. We have our background fabric and we have our spikes. This completes bag 2. So between bag 1 and bag 2, we have completed the cutting for Technique 1 for the New York Beauty block. You will continue this process each month as you receive your patterns to do Technique 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on month 6. And you will follow the same process for cutting out your fabrics, labeling, and putting them in your bags.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Lorraine.